Yes, we're building the famous Murray Select wide body. Um, I'm new to YouTube, so bear with me. This is my first video I've ever made. New to building these new tractors. I thought, why not start on the most thought of lawnmower to build, and that's a Murray. I mean, you can't go wrong. They're a base platform on racing mowers. For racing, their mud mower, Fearless Front does the mudding with these off-roading. But I can never find a bit of an in-depth video of how to pulley swap these. And I thought I'd just make one. For the front, you do have to grind these. Grind these up, cut them, make it fit. So I went and bought a 6-inch pulley. And actually, I prefer Gold Track Supply. This is a 2-piece. This centerpiece pops out. Go get these ones. Because, I mean, I've never had a problem with these 2 pieces. What I do suggest is I clean it up. And I'm going to weld a bead on each seam right here, even though it's a perfect fit. But the shaft for these brigs are 1 inch most of the time. So, but to show you it fits, it goes right on. You got room. You got enough room right here. I got to get a lock keyway to put this on, so I got to go pick one up tomorrow. In order to do this, since we're right up front, to cut this, I don't suggest just go ham and wing it. Buy your pulley that you're putting on it. Take it. If you got a Murray and you just bought it and it hasn't been cut for a bigger pulley, take it, put it up against where it just stops it. I took a Sharpie and I just traced around it, and then I just cut. I did cut a little wider, but that's fine. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. I might even shim this side down just in case I want to go a bit bigger pulley. But the plan is 6 in the front, and then I don't know if I want a 3.5 or a 4 in the back, but I'll decide when I get to the back. In order for the front, the safest way, so you don't ruin anything on these sway bar links for your steering, I just take them off and tuck them to the side. And the top and bottom are 9/16. Really easy to do. Doesn't hurt much. For the rear, I was just going to go through the battery box and tray, but I realized your shifting stuff is all in the way right there. So I ain't the best plan without touching that, because like I said, I'm not used to these newer mowers. I've never really played with these. I'm used to older mowers like this Suburban Sears and that Roper. My old man actually just got these off me. Those were actually pulley swapped. That didn't take long. But I'm thinking I'm gonna drop the rear end. It's only 4 bolts, maybe a couple more. And then you just unhook this right here and you brake. But when I bought this, the guy said the belt slipped. It slips. And so when I bought it, I paid $200 for it. So I brought it home and I jacked it up, and I realized this shifts this way. And it was just these bottom mounts right here. So I just replaced the bolts, because bolts were old. And I put lock washers and I tightened them down, and it didn't slip at all. So that's good. I mean, I'm happy about that. They did weld axles there to make it even wider, which is cool. Saves me time doing stuff like that, even though it is fun. I also realized that I might strengthen up these mounts right here for the rear end, because they're a little weak. But that's how you pulley swap the front, and possibly you're gonna have to pulley swap the rear. We'll get to that when I can. Probably next week we'll get to that. To actually do this, what's the easiest way, I mean, is you take ratchet straps. I mean, I even did this in my carport. Take ratchet straps. You get some lock down, tie down rings for like trailers and stuff. And you just hook your ratchet straps. You take one side, you pull up, start getting it up, and then you hold it in the back. Finish it the rest. Put something in the back of the tire, put something in the front, and then you just ratchet strap both. And it's the easiest way to do pulley swaps on this in the front, in my opinion. I was going to do Redneck Computer Geek's idea and use a stock pulley and flip it, but I don't know, I didn't have a plasma cutter and I thought that was too much work for some pulley that's already bent and messed up. So I just bought one of these 2 pieces, which should work just fine. Should be perfect. But yeah, if you want to see more on this Murray build, just like and subscribe. You'll probably see a Craftsman build too, because I do have a Craftsman DIT 4000. I put 5 lug hubs, snowboard tires in the front, and I actually romped it in the creek. I did mess up the steering tie rod end across, because I guess Craftsman's known for having weak ones, so I did bend it, so I do got to fix that. But yeah, like and subscribe if you want to see more content of the Murray build. You guys have a nice day.